What's going on?
What's going on, dude?
What is happening?
Welcome back to the Straighten Up podcast. If you are a first-time listener, we've got a few other episodes out. Make sure you go check those out. But today, we're just going to get wild, wacky, and whimsical. I had to think of a W.
Oh, man, you been losing weight?
Yeah.
You look like it.
Is that a compliment?
Yeah, man. I mean, like, you look like you're losing weight. And
Toning up?
Bulking up a little bit.
Yeah, I lost 3 pounds in the past 3 days.
Nice.
I've been doing more cardio.
Nice.
I ran 3 miles on Monday after my workout, and then yesterday I did 3 separate workouts. I rode the spin bike for 7.5 miles, and then
uphill.
Excuse me. Well, it's like a stationary bike, and you add tension to it. So technically, yes.
Right. Were you going uphill?
Yeah, there was some tension. And then after that I ran 2 miles, and then that was done for the day. And today, I haven't really done anything yet. So
You haven't done anything?
I went and lifted, but I haven't done any cardio yet.
Yeah. Have you? Yeah. Well.
Yeah, we went yesterday.
We did go yesterday, and I'm hurting from that.
How's that?
Well, I mean, I stand up and kind of want to chop my legs off every time I do. So.
You sat on the toilet yet?
Oh yeah.
How'd that feel?
Well, I mean, same way it's always felt.
It's the worst though.
Mm-hmm.
What's today? Day 1 of being sore?
Yeah.
Oh, tomorrow's gonna suck.
Getting in and out of the car. Getting in and out of the car.
Getting in and out of the car.
Get it.
Some love dummy using me.
Really, getting in and out of the car is what gets to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just because my car's so low.
I'm glad I could have hurt you though.
It's okay.
Yeah. No, I'm glad.
Oh, speaking of hurt.
I just came off an injury.
Yeah, you did, didn't you?
It was pretty bad.
Yeah, I'll tell them about that.
Guys, it was looking pretty down. No other way to put it.
You need to put some like sad music behind this.
Yeah, go ahead and do it for me while I tell it. The other day, I lifted too heavy, and I pulled a muscle that stretches all the way from my abdomen to my testicles. So, for a good long portion of, last week, the week before, my nuts were in the most severe pain. I'm not. It was not very funny at first. I thought I was broke. I thought
you were too.
I thought something was loose in there. Everybody probably thinks I'm joking, but I'm being dead serious.
Well, I mean that happened.
It was scary, dude. It felt like
one can twist around the other.
Yeah.
And like choke it out, like put it in a chokehold.
Yeah, and if you do that, if you don't fix it fast, and it requires surgery, like I was freaking out.
Yeah.
So I was sitting there just
fondling,
wiggling my willy and his pals, trying to straighten him up. And I was nervous, and it got to the points where it was bad, dude.
You went to the hospital, didn't you?
Well, in the room we're in right now, I was on my knees. This is how bad the pain was. It's probably like top 5 worst pains I've ever experienced.
Jeez.
But I did have to go to the hospital. My doctor, he's a beast. He felt me up. Get this though. No gloves. What's wrong? What's wrong with you? You're going to touch someone's nutsack with no gloves?
Did he have a mask on though?
No.
Oh. Buddy was going unprotected.
You know what's even crazier?
Didn't wash his hands after.
You're lying.
Dead serious.
No, you gotta be lying.
Dead serious.
The sink in the room, you didn't.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
You didn't even hit the water.
No, he walked over.
Oh my gosh.
I hadn't filled out all my paperwork yet, so he turned, got my paperwork off the desk, and handed it to me to finish filling out. He didn't wash his hands. He felt me up. Like, it was violation almost.
Oh my God, old guy.
Yeah, so I may need a new. I may need a new doctor.
Welcome to the Straighten Up podcast, where it's just two buddies and neither one of them can talk.
Yeah, that's
Listen to us struggle.
Yeah, yeah. This is the worst. This is the worst thing we could possibly be doing because neither of us can talk, and the only criteria for a podcast is
being able to talk.
is talk.
That might be what sets us over the edge from other people, though. Wow.
Yeah.
I
just spilled water on myself.
Just dribbled all over the place.
Yeah. Anyway, back to my nuts.
Yeah.
So same day, he tells me to go to the hospital, like the big boy hospital, and not that I'm not.
Did you go to your pediatrician or what?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he knows all kinds of stuff, but he sent me to like the doctors, like the big mother of all doctors, the mode, and
wow.
Yeah.
The mode.
MOAD, mode, mother of all doctors.
Yeah, I got it. I've never heard that.
Okay. Yeah, and there, so I had to go. I had to do an ultrasound.
Isn't that for like babies?
Yeah, and
like
it can. I think it can actually hurt your testicles and like affect your sperm count.
Really? Just
yeah.
Like the UV rays or whatever.
Mm-hmm. But, yeah, this nurse had to fill me up.
She wear gloves?
Yes.
Oh, she was probably married then.
Well, she also had to put jelly on me. She had to like smear. It was weird.
Was it warm jelly or
yes,
cold?
It was warm. And I'm just sitting there butt naked in a dark room with warm jelly on my...
And black lights.
Yeah, and I'm just like, this is the weirdest sensation, but it's also painful because I'm sitting there and she's messing with what hurts.
Yeah.
It's like, and not in a good way.
Right.
Yeah, but that was pretty crazy. And lifting, I haven't had many injuries from lifting, but I think the fact that I lifted too heavy and didn't stretch that day really kind of messed me up.
Oh yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what'd the ultrasound say?
Oh, guess what?
What?
No, guess. Guess.
You got testicular cancer.
I have nothing wrong with me.
Buddy just racked up a bill for no reason.
I have nothing. Nothing. So not only was there a hospital bill, I got touched by an old man with no gloves and got the nastiest jelly smeared on my midsection.
How hard was that to wash off?
Impossible.
Really?
She gave me a towel. She was like, go ahead and, clean up. I was like, okay. So the towel, like a bath towel, like a big beach towel. It was a huge towel. It was the towel I was laying on. And she was like, go ahead and use this to clean up. I used every inch of that towel, and I still couldn't get it off.
Huh. That's crazy.
So I had to come home and shower, but it was pretty crazy. Have you ever had any, surgeries or doctor visits like that?
Oh, I've had so many doctor's visits.
Well, not
were just weird.
Not like normal doctor visit. Like
no
abnormal injury. Like
oh yeah, me falling off the cliff was one.
Okay, go ahead and tell the story then. No one's heard that.
I was getting ready to go to an outing. It wasn't really a date.
Sorry, what were you saying?
I was getting ready to go to an outing. It wasn't a date, so we okay.
I'm kidding. Go ahead. You're going on a date.
No, it wasn't a date.
Outing.
It was an outing.
An adventure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And my boss at the time had an old truck. It was an 85 Chevy C10 Sidestep.
That means literally nothing.
Nothing
to
to
me.
you, but if there's anybody out there that knows anything about cars.
Here, I'll be everybody else out there.
But no. And it was fully restored.
Mm-hmm.
So he had all brand new everything on this. And I asked him if I could take it. And he said yeah. And this girl lived up a real sharp hill, pretty much in the mountains. We don't have real mountains where we're at, but up in the knobs is what we call it, because it's just real sharp turns up real high hills. So we were going to the drive-in, so that's why I wanted to take his old truck, because my truck was out of commission. So I get halfway up this hill, and I get to the worst part of it, where you drive up and it cuts back to the right at a 90-degree angle as you're going up. And it's such a blind turn, and it's so sharp and heavy, you got to put your foot down. And I get midway up that, and the truck stalls. And I'm thinking, I don't know how I'm going to get the, like, key wouldn't crank it. I was like, I don't know what's going on. I thought it ran out of gas. I was like, I don't know what's happening. So I, being a junior in high school and not knowing my head about me, I get out and I'm looking at this truck and I'm thinking, if anybody comes up behind me, they're going to hit this truck. Anybody comes down in front of me, they're going to hit this truck. There is no way. And if I try to back this thing down the hill, it's not going to end well. So I try to push it up the hill, thinking it'll end better.
Like you got out of the truck and pushed it up?
I got out of the truck and I got in between the cab and the door. And as soon as I popped it out of gear, it started rolling back and it was taking me with it because I was in between the cab and the door. I couldn't stop it. I remember seeing the guardrail and jumping to try to clear it. And buddy, did I clear it. And I was falling. I fell about 50 feet.
That's nuts.
And I remember like if you're sitting in a chair, because I was pushing back with everything I had. So if you're sitting in a chair and then you just get slingshotted off of this hill.
That's
I remember
scary.
falling. I remember being in the position, falling like I was sitting in a chair, smacking trees, and then I hit the ground, start rolling.
Dude, you probably looked like an emo album cover though.
Oh,
Could you imagine
probably.
someone caught a picture of that and you
Yeah.
were just like
Yeah.
floating, dude?
Well,
That'd be sick.
So I was flying down. I hit the ground, rolled for about 15, 20 feet, and then I stop and turn around and look up this hill. And here comes my cooler full of Mountain Dew, my hairbrush, my everything, dude, because the door was wide open, and that truck is sitting there, and if it moved, it was falling. It was rolling right over me. I was done. So I start screaming, like bloody murder screaming. And I had my phone with me still. It was in my pocket, and I was trying to call people, and the girl I was supposed to take to the drive-in was driving up and down this hill, couldn't see me. She drove up and down the hill 3 times, couldn't see the truck off of the hill. Because it was in the middle of June. It was so, like, green, you couldn't see this bright red truck. It was weird, because it was sitting on pretty much a drop-off.
The drop off.
A drop-off. So I start screaming, and this guy, like, I hear people yelling back. And I'm like, I fell. So then I try climbing up, and this is so steep I can't climb up. I can't get a grip, nothing. I felt like I hyperextended my hip. So I was hurting. Oh, I was hurting.
Yeah.
And I was like, there should be a rope in the truck. And he was like, you're not touching that truck. He said, don't touch that truck. And I was like, why not? He said, because you don't need to be touching that truck. And this guy gets me up, helps me up, and leaves. Helps me up, calls the ambulance, leaves.
I gotta go. See ya.
Yeah, and then other people, like, show up, and they're like, are you okay? Are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm fine. She finally finds me. Her dad comes down. My mom comes up.
Whoa. Hold on a second. What did he look like?
I can't remember.
Dude, what if, hear me out. This'll touch on sus time that we're doing later, but what if that was you from the future and he kept you from touching the truck because it would have altered the future?
Yo, that's crazy.
And you can't remember him, bro.
Yeah, That's crazy. Holy crap.
Dude.
Whew. What if?
What if you saved your own life? That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whoa.
But anyway.
The doctor. So you get to the doctor.
Yeah. Well, the ambulance shows up. And he's like, and the sheriff is sitting there looking at the truck and looking at my mom. And he looked at Mom and said, "You're lucky he's alive."
Dude.
And Mom was like, "Yeah." And he said, there's trucks at the bottom of this ravine and cars at the bottom of this ravine that nobody can get out with people in them.
Yeah, bro. They've but anytime like an EMT or something gets the opportunity to say that, they have to say it just in case there's a camera. It like they're living in a movie. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like you're lucky.
For the dramatic aspect.
You're lucky your son made it out.
Well, the EMT walks up and he's like, "I'm gonna have to cut your pants off." I said, "Buddy, I could take them off." And he said, "I'm gonna have to cut them off." He said, "Which leg's hurting?" I said, "My right leg." He said, "I gotta cut up that leg."
Were you wearing cool pants?
I was wearing my favorite blue jeans. I was going to the drive-in.
Oh, so you looked good.
Favorite blue jeans.
So you looked good.
Yeah. And I was like, I said, "Dude, you're not cutting these off." He said, "I got to." I said, "Look, I'm proud of what I got. I could strip right here. I don't give a damn." And he was like, I got to cut them off. So he cuts them off and looks at me and goes, "How much booze you had to drink?" I said, "Not a drop." And he goes, "You're lying." I said,
"Okay.
I haven't had a thing." I said, "Dude, my cooler's at the bottom of that ravine with a bunch of Mountain Dew in it. If you want to go down there and grab it for me, go ahead." And he was like, "I smell booze on you." Gets his buddy, the other EMT, because they ride in pairs, and he was like, "Hey, come here. You smell booze?" He was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Go get my mom." So Eric comes up, my stepdad, and he walks up, and I was like, "Tell him I ain't been drinking." He goes, "Yeah, he just left the house. He ain't been drinking." And he goes, I know what I smell. I smell booze." I was like, "Put me in this freaking ambulance and take me to the hospital." I was like, "Or you can get the sheriff and you can breathalyze me. Either one."
Right.
I said, "I have not been drinking."
What can an EMT do anything about that? They can't.
Mm-mm.
So why did he even feel like his balls were big enough to do that?
Right. Yeah, like what was he going to do? Send me to the hospital and put me in cuffs? If I had been drinking? Like, and so we go and we're sitting in the ambulance. He goes, "What's your birth date?" I said 7/16/03.
Are you drunk right now?
No.
Okay. Well, you stuttered.
Yeah. And he goes 2003? I said, "No, you idiot, 1903. And he goes, "I didn't realize you were only 16. I said, "Yeah, and I'm going to the drive-in." I said, "To think that you were falsely accusing me of drinking and driving is pretty freaking stupid." And he was like, "Well, you don't know how much I see of that." And I was like, "I don't, but I don't lie." And he was like, "Okay, well, we're going to get you fixed up." And so the ambulance driver starts driving on the wrong side of the road. I asked him. I asked the guy that was in the back of the ambulance with me that kept asking me about booze.
Were they drunk?
Dude, I said, "What are you smelling?" And he goes, "I smell something fruity." And he said, "I smell something fruity." And I look at him, I said, "Do I look like the kind of guy that would drink something fruity?" Because I had a mullet. I had, a mullet, and I had a long neck beard. And he was like, "Well, I guess not." And I said, "If you would have told me that, I would have told you what you're smelling." He goes, "What am I smelling?" I said, "You're smelling my coconut hair shampoo. I'm going to the drive-in with a cute girl."
Dude, you're awesome.
And he was like, oh, okay. So the ambulance driver starts going the wrong way down a one-way street in the hospital parking lot. And my stepdad's following him.
Right.
And Mom used to work at this hospital. Mom goes, "You realize that was a one-way? You're driving the wrong way." He goes, "Somebody's following me." And Mom goes, "Yeah, that's my husband. He's following you." And now he's going the wrong way too. And he was like, and she goes, "How much have you had to drink tonight?" And my mom's not one to mess around with. And she was like, "How much have you had to drink tonight?" And he goes, "Is this on the record?" And she goes, "Yeah, it is." And that was pretty much all that was said about it. He kind of shut up after that. But they start wheeling me into the hospital, and they check me out and all this. And they one doctor comes in. She's like, did you hurt your back? I said, well, my back's probably bruised up pretty bad. I said, I was rolling, you know. And she said, okay. She goes, look to your left. So I look to the left, and she's on the right side. And she goes, now look forward. So I look forward, and she goes, look back at me. So I look back at her, and she goes, looks me deep in the eye and goes, is it raining? And I was like, looking around in the room, like,
here?
See, yeah, and that's what I thought. Like, am I supposed to be hallucinating? And I was like, what do you mean? And she goes, like, outside, is it raining? I said, no. And she goes, your shirt is soaking wet. I said, yeah, it's the middle of June. I just fell off a cliff and I had to crawl back up it. And I had a 40-minute ambulance ride to the hospital. I'm kind of nervous. And she goes,
why?
oh, well, I didn't know. And I said, I could have died.
Yeah, she probably didn't know that, though.
Is it raining?
That is pretty insensitive, though. I think that could be, especially because you're so self-conscious about sweating, I think that could be your equivalent to someone asking a woman if she's pregnant.
Oh, it could be.
I feel like that could be.
Yeah, it could be. But that was a weird night for them to just be like, you know, all the questions that they were asking. And then Norton's Children's Hospital.
Yeah.
I went there after during a football game. I had hurt my back in the game.
Mm-hmm.
And they were wheeling me around. We were going to the x-ray room.
X-ray room.
X-ray room.
Okay.
And today's just not the day.
Yeah. You must have fallen off a cliff or something.
But we were going to the x-ray room, and the nurse that was wheeling me around in the bed stopped and looked at one of the murals in there, because they have like tile murals. And she goes, if you look at some of these with the clowns on them, you know, some of the circus acts that in the murals, if you look at them real closely, a dentist did them, a child's dentist did them, and there's children's teeth
in them.
Sure
no.
enough, dude, she stopped at one and pointed at it.
That's disgusting.
And there was a child's tooth in the mural.
That's disgusting.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know what else is disgusting now?
What's that?
McDonald's.
Why?
Did you ever hear about this isn't really now, but did you ever hear about the thing where they were like, the chicken nuggets were made like out of the pink goo?
Mm-hmm.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I think that's just gross, and it doesn't really prevent me from eating McDonald's chicken nuggets, but like I consciously think about it now.
Is this part of sus time, or is this just free balling?
We're easing into it. I'm getting there.
Okay. I don't know. I don't think it's real chicken.
You don't? Do you think it's real beef?
I think it is now. I don't think it was.
Really?
Yeah, they've changed their burgers.
What about the McRib?
I've never had it.
Me either. I imagine it's like for anyone listening, if they've ever had Ribicue, like at school lunches.
I think that's exactly what it is.
I'd imagine that it's just like a Ribicue.
One of the shows that I watch, it's hilarious. It's called The Ranch on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
It's got Ashton Kutcher, Danny Masterson, and Sam Elliott.
All right.
And they're a family. And the brother, Danny Masterson, his name's Rooster, and he loves McRib.
Mm-hmm.
Loves it. And he'll go around and like something will happen, he'll be like the McRib, I'm gone. Or he'll come back and be like the McRib, bitch, I'm back. Because it's a limited time thing.
Yeah.
So he'd be like the McRib, I'm gone.
What do you think about, we'll get back to McDonald's, but what do you think about like Taco Bell and how they're treating their menu right now?
Oh, I don't like that they took the quesarito off, if that's what you're asking.
And the Mexican pizza?
I never ate that. That was Dad's favorite thing. I've had it, but
Incredible.
it was never my.
What do you think about like what they're bringing back? Like the nacho fries. Did you ever try did you ever have those?
Nacho fries have always been a limited time thing.
Right, they come back.
Yeah.
They're back right now.
Mm-hmm.
Have you had them?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about them?
I love them.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
I think I had them with my girlfriend the other day because I'd never had them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she was like, "Try one," and I take a bite of one, and it was unsettling. It tasted like nachos.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know if I like that. And then she goes, dip it in the sauce.
Yeah.
And it was just nacho cheese sauce.
Mm-hmm.
And when I saw what the sauce was, I was like, that's exactly what the fry tastes like. I'm not dipping it in there. She's like, try it. So I dip it in there. I didn't like it.
Really?
I didn't like it.
Bo eats them all the time.
I didn't like it. You know what we'll get there.
They had a steak, or they had a power burrito, and I would always get mine with steak.
I remember you talking about that.
And I walk in, and I'm like, yeah, I'll have a steak power burrito. And they go, we don't have that. And I was like, what do you mean you don't have it? You've always had it. They were like, no, we've never had it.
No
I said,
way.
you can't look at me and tell me that you've never had something that I've always ordered.
They tried to Mandela affect you?
Right.
Bro.
Yeah.
Not true.
That's what turns me off for Taco Bell. And them having wings, what's
Dude,
that?
Did you try the wings?
Yeah.
I liked them.
Yeah.
They were way too little.
Mm-hmm.
And
there wasn't meat on them.
I agree. But the sauce and just the variety. Being able to go to a Taco Bell and get more than just tacos is pretty tight.
Yeah.
When's the last time you had Burger King?
Like yesterday before the gym.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Hated it. Realized that that's why I don't go to Burger King.
Yeah, I haven't been to a Burger King in forever. You know what's really good from there though? The chicken fries.
Mm-hmm.
They're just like, they're shaped like fries, but they're just long chicken tenders. And their barbecue is so good. So is McDonald's barbecue.
It's hard to find a place with bad barbecue and good ranch.
Ooh. I don't know. We just had Zaxby's.
I've never had their barbecue from
We just had Zaxby's. It was pretty good. I like their barbecue and the ranch. I'll dip my barbecue. I know I'm lame. I'll dip my barbecue wings in
ranch.
Just because it's a,
I do that
it
anywhere I go.
tastes good. People give me so much crap because I dip everything. Like any wing, no matter how mild the sauce is, I'll dip it in ranch. And I get so much trash for that. I don't get that.
You know what I get trash for?
What?
Sometimes, not all the time, sometimes I'll dip my steak in ranch. No, dude. Texas Roadhouse with ranch.
Texas Roadhouse, their ranch is
their
good.
ranch, it goes good with everything. Fries, ranch.
Have you had the honey French dressing?
No.
Get you a salad with honey French dressing, and then when you're done pouring the dressing onto the salad, take one of the rolls that they give you and dip it in the dressing cup.
Okay.
It's like one of my guilty pleasures for Texas Roadhouse. Yeah.
So, I saw this thing this morning.
Yeah. Crazy.
Sorry. It said, guy proposes, girl says no. Is the relationship over?
Oh. Ooh. Eee. Maybe, but I see a world where it depends on how it happens. Are you about to sneeze?
Trying to see.
Just open your eyes. I see a world where if it happens in an embarrassing manner. So like if I take you to the Eiffel Tower and everyone's up on top of the Eiffel Tower and I get down on one knee, you can go up to the Eiffel Tower,
Oh, okay.
and I get down on one knee in front of you, in front of, tens of 20s of people,
She just pushes you off.
and then you say no, and then, storm off, obviously that's over.
Yeah, it's done.
But I also see an opportunity where you might be like on a beach and it's a little more private of a proposal. And, will you marry me? No. Not right now.
The not right now is the let's just be friends.
Not true though, because you could be in a committed relationship and then just not be ready financially.
Yeah.
Or because as soon as you get married with someone, they're asking, when are you having kids? When are you doing this? When are you doing this? When are you doing
that's
this?
True.
And, if people are getting married at 23 and they don't want to have kids yet, I could see someone turning down a proposal and then still being
In a relationship.
with the same person.
See, that's the thing, though. I'm not against you, but like...
No, but if you turn me down, we're done.
I'm not against you, but like if she looks at me and goes, nope, and gets up and walks out, like
it's over.
No matter where we're at, if she looks at me and goes, nope, like that's everything I've wasted,
True.
Like Morgan Wallen has a song.
And bro, right before this, the ring you get, you're going to have to either go get a new one or like let the surprise suck because she's already seen it. She's already seen the ring.
Yeah.
I feel like that might be a huge important part to a proposal, like looking at
the
ring.
Yeah.
So like if I buy your Christmas gift with you on December 24th, I go, this is really cool, this is yours. And then the next morning I wrap it and give it to you, it's going to be so lame. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Kind of that aspect. That's where my head's at. Morgan Wallen.
I don't think I'll wear a metal ring.
I think I'll have a few. Is that wrong? Is that wrong to have a few?
No. I'm going to get a silicone ring.
I want a silicone one.
I'm going to get a pack of silicone rings.
I want a real nice band.
Metal band.
I want a nice metal band.
Mm-hmm.
I want one maybe that's like wooden.
Ooh.
Like just some different things so I can like, keep the outfits fresh too. And then just all the silicone rings in the world.
Yeah. I want a silicone ring mainly because of the profession that I'm going into.
Yeah, working on stuff.
Yeah, I could be working on anything. Working on something electrical and I ground out my finger, I'm done.
Well, you'd sell the ring and then pay for your finger. You know what I mean? If you had like a nice expensive one.
No, I'm saying like
I get what you mean.
But or if I'm working over my head and then I happen to fall and my ring gets caught, it can take off. It's called gloving. It'll not only take off the skin around my finger, it can take off some of the skin on my hand.
Yikes.
Yeah, if it allows me to keep my finger.
Yikes, that sucks.
Yeah. But anyway, no, Morgan Wallen has a song called Wasted on You.
Mm-hmm.
And it's all of this time, all of this money, all of these sorries, I don't owe you, honey. Wasted on you.
Not to be a jerk.
No,
But what did that have to do with anything?
if she says no, how much of a waste that is.
Oh.
If she just looks at you and goes, no. How much of a waste. You've had how many years of your life that you've wanted to spend with this girl.
Dude.
That is just she'll up and look at you and go, no.
There's a lot of factors, though, because in a world where it's like an 8-year relationship before a proposal, and then you say no, it's like how much more do I have to do to prove like
I want to be with you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, and if you haven't done just about everything in 8 to 10 years, why no?
Right, exactly. That's what I'm saying. You've already... I feel like at that point, your toughest battles have already passed you.
Yeah, I'd probably agree.
My cousin, who I was talking to you about earlier, he and his girlfriend, his now wife.
His now?
His
now. I thought you said is now.
Wife. They've been together for, I want to say, every bit of 7 or 8 years before they even got married. So, like, all through high school, everything. He's 22, 23. He just turned 23 on Friday.
Yep.
He went to propose it was his girlfriend's graduation, and he went to propose. Her family knew about it, and she was sitting down, and he walked up and got down on one knee.
No way.
Proposed. He opened it and didn't say, "Will you marry me?" He opened it, and she started crying and just kept crying and kept crying, and it got on video. And he goes, "You gonna take it or?" And she goes, nods and grabs the ring, But he looked
but you've
at
got to say the line.
looked at her in front of her whole family and goes, "You gonna take it or what?"
You've got to say the line.
I mean,
Come on, dude.
He's not that kind of guy.
Still.
I just told you the story about him looking at that girl and be like, that ain't happening.
Still.
But yeah.
You got to say the line.
What do you think about cheesy proposals?
Like
promposals, but
level
for
proposal?
proposal. Because promposals are supposed to be cheesy.
Here's what I'll say. If it's... You can't half send a cheesy proposal. If you're like...
Drake's proposal was probably the best that I've seen.
Promposal?
Yeah.
What do you do?
He got a bunch of candles and spelled prom in Abby's front yard.
That is stupid.
And lit them all one by one.
I'm sure it's very sweet, but that is stupid.
I told him, I was like, dude, let's me and you get a propane torch.
And burn it in the grass.
No, just light that propane torch, and then we could just graze over the candle. That'll make lighting candles quicker. Can you imagine blowing every one of those candles out? I'd get a leaf blower.
Yeah. But I think, I've never really promposed.
I wanted to with a girl that I wanted to go to prom with. She got hit in the head with a rock. And
nice.
Yeah, and it was a really, really rough injury.
You were gonna have like a sign, like "You rock"?
No, it would rock my world if you would rock out to prom with me, or like
you double down on it.
Yeah, it would rock my world if you'd say yes to rock out with at prom with me or whatever.
Dang.
Yeah, but that didn't end up happening. I danced with her though, but oh well.
There you go.
Yeah.
I never had to. I don't know. My girlfriend and I were at a point where like we'd already been together maybe 4 years before we had went to a prom. So we kind of felt like it was
necessary.
Stupid. Like I know you're gonna go to prom with me. Why do I have to ask?
Right.
But
that's the same thing. I'm
probably gonna get trashed for saying that, but she also agrees. It's not just me thinking that. She brought it up. Like you don't have to ask me to prom.
Yeah.
And
maybe you're not going with anybody else.
Right. Could you imagine? Like, hey, babe, I'm gonna go ask this girl to prom. Is that okay? But no. So if you full send a proposal, like if you wrote "marry me" on a cake, that's a half send. That costs you $36 at a grocery store.
What if you made the cake and wrote it?
That's still a half send in my book. Now, if you call like the greatest cake company in the world and they've got all these chefs and you go out to dinner and then they
shipped in from California
and then they bring the cake, whether or not this girl knows it happens, you full send, and that cheesy proposal is now like so dope,
and she still says no.
Oh, that would suck,
right?
But then you got a cake
that says "marry me." So you be crying into your cake all weekend.
Just take off
Add an extra long add an upstroke and then say "marry me."
Take off one of the take off one of the R's and the ME, and it'll just go Mary, like a name, like the name Mary. Mary? Dude, yeah. That'd be okay.
Yeah, I guess. That'd be too much work, though.
Dude, Mary. Bloody Mary. Oh, that's a good segue right there. Bloody Mary. Would you consider that a conspiracy theory?
I don't even know about it.
All right. Well, we're going to get into the newest segment of
Sus?
the Straighten Up podcast. If you haven't listened to last week's episode or the week before.
Or the week before, or the week before, or the week before.
We started doing this segment called Straighten Up Suggestions. Sus time for short. Little sus. We take requests for topics on our social medias. You can follow us on TikTok and Instagram and Twitter. They're all in the description below. And we'll do polls every now and then for requests and stuff. But this one came from who did this one come from? Conspiracy theories.
Was that Allie?
I believe it was Allie. So shout out Allie. Thank you for the topic. I've got a good one to kick us off, and it circles back to McDonald's. You ready?
Yep.
Is their ice cream machine broken?
Oh, dude, I don't know. I was just talking last week. It was like last Thursday. I was talking to some of the guys in school. We went to McDonald's, and I watched a video. Some guy walked into McDonald's and was like, "Yeah, I'll have a McFlurry." And they were like, "Our McFlurry machine's broken." And then he goes, "Okay." So he pulls around, and he's in like a plumber's costume.
Mm-hmm.
And he walks in and is like, "I'm here to fix the McFlurry machine."
Bro.
And they like allowed him to go in, and he's sitting there, doesn't know what he's doing, sitting there tapping on the McFlurry machine. Everybody's like watching him.
Did he fix it?
No.
Oh.
See, that'd be the thing. Like, you'd have to know how to fix it. Then you could do it and be like, "I'm not even certified."
Did he at least prove that it was broke?
I don't think so.
He didn't like pull the lever to see if they were straight up
Well,
lying?
it spins is what it is.
Mm.
That's what it, like, you pour milk and whatever.
Well, the reason I ask
Yeah.
is because a while back, I don't know how long ago, but the something new has come out recently about the event that happened a long time ago. The machine manufacturing company actually sued McDonald's over telling people that their machines were broken.
Really?
Yeah, so that makes me think, like, how could they have had liable or reasonable cause to sue such a big company if they weren't working? You know what I mean? Because if they were broken and McDonald's was really being legit, you can't really reasonably sue. But if they're not broken,
And they were just lying, being lazy that they didn't want to make
mm-hmm.
and just saying that it's broken.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'd think that'd be suable.
Yeah, that it
Because,
would 100%. Well,
that's taking
clearly,
money. Well, that's taking money from you.
they sued them for $900 million.
Wow. Jeez.
That's pretty crazy. We're gonna bounce in between some conspiracy theories because I've got a few. I don't know if you've got any.
I don't have any.
What about aliens? What do you think?
I believe in them.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
Why not?
What's your what leads you to believe that they
I
exist?
just feel like, I don't know. There's no way that we're the only living creature in billions of miles. The human race. There's no way. Now, I don't know that there's life on Mars.
So yeah,
I
that's
don't
my
know
next
that
question. Do you think that there's other species in our galaxy, or is it out of our galaxy type thing?
I don't know that there is in our galaxy. But like, I don't know. And like UFO sightings, I don't know how real those are. You know what I'm saying?
Right. So
Like-
now you're kind of backtracking. So do you believe in aliens or no?
I believe in aliens, but like,
You think the way that
how advanced is their technology if we have been to the moon, if we have
that's another conspiracy theory.
that we haven't been to the moon?
Mhm.
I don't know about that one. A lot of people say that the flag can't ripple in the vacuum of space.
I mean, why haven't we been since?
Been there, done that.
No. Why haven't we been to the moon since?
I don't know, dude. I'm not even like... See, and this is where I start thinking about conspiracy theories, and then I'm like, I'm not even a part of that decision. So, like, how can I make a difference in that? I can't make a difference in that. So
It's conspiracy theories are literally for people to voice their opinions and then get canceled over their opinions.
Oh, so why are we doing this?
Because it's awesome.
If Allie gets us canceled, I'm suing.
Allie, we're suing you for $900 million.
I'm not gonna do any more because she did like
these are
17 suggestions.
These are pretty lighthearted though. Yeah, just a second. I'm gonna dog on Allie for a second. Just a moment. 1 of 7 suggestions was cool to talk about.
I'm not doing every single one of your suggestions, Allie.
Well, also, this was the only interesting one, I feel like.
I don't know. I didn't even look at them.
Conspiracy.
And I posted the poll.
Conspiracy theories, though. That was a good one. So here we are. Anyway, aliens. Yes or no? Real?
Yes. But like, I feel like our technology is so advanced that there's not another technology in another galaxy that's more advanced than ours.
Okay. So you think it has to be out of the Milky Way galaxy?
Yeah, and that's why I'm saying, like, I don't know if UFO sightings are real, but I believe in aliens.
So you think that aliens are real, but the way they're represented is propaganda?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me rebuttal here and prove that aliens are real with 2 words. You ready?
Do it.
Mark Zuckerberg. Buddy is a lizard. Yes or no?
I don't know.
Do you think he's human? Because
Yeah.
I don't think so.
You know who I don't think is human?
Who?
What's his name?
Are you drunk right now?
No, the guy that I don't like.
There's a callback to the ambulance.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
The guy that
that
I
you
don't
don't
like, the guy I despise, the guy that just Elon Musk.
You don't like Elon Musk?
No, dude. He's trying to take diesels away from me.
Okay. Well, you don't think he's real?
No, dude. Have you seen any of like his one-on-one interviews?
He's got Asperger's.
Does he?
Yeah.
Oh, well, now I'm an asshole.
A little bit.
Well,
Mark Zuckerberg, though, this guy keeps barbecue sauce on his bookshelf.
okay.
Wrong?
just to keep it on his bookshelf or what?
I don't know if he realized. So they were doing like some sort of
Are
commercial.
you saying that, like, he should keep it in his fridge?
Or a pantry or somewhere not where books go. I'm going to show you the picture. I'm going to show you the picture because I sound stupid because you don't have the context.
Okay. Show me the picture because I guarantee you that I can argue for him.
It's literally above his head. Like, it is out of his reach. It is not. It should not be where he has it.
Is it in his office?
I don't even know if it's his living room.
Oh, so why are you saying that it's on his bookshelf?
It might be his. Hold on. It's Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue.
Well, I mean, you can't dog him
And
for that.
dude, it is nowhere near any other condiment. Look at this.
That's kind of funny, though.
That's not. No one does that. And you haven't seen him like malfunction before.
I've seen Elon Musk do that.
But he's got Asperger's.
I didn't know that till today.
Okay. Well, now do you like him?
I still don't like that he's trying to take diesels away from me.
But do you? Okay. So you don't.
You can't take away my.
You don't like him more. You don't like him more. But do you dislike him less?
Just because he has Asperger's?
No, because he's human.
Oh. I mean, okay.
This is kind of an alien thing too.
What about Kanye West?
What about him? This is a conspiracy theory? You think he's not real?
How much does the Earth cost? I want to buy the Earth. Come on, dude.
I think he's
Did you see the thing with Pete Davidson and Kanye West?
Yeah.
Where he was texting him?
Oh, yes. This is going to come out way after that's already blown past. But
yeah, I just didn't know if
that's-
you'd seen it.
I don't know if that's real.
Why?
I don't, because it was sent from Pete Davidson. I don't think Pete Davidson's the kind of guy to like do all that and then post it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, and also the contact for Kanye was Ye 2, which implies that there was a Ye 1. Why would you put Kanye West's contact in your phone as Ye 2?
Yeah.
Maybe that's something I'm not a part of the diehard Kanye fan base, so I don't know. But how much does the Earth cost? Is the Earth round or flat?
See, we've been on this being in aviation, you get on this topic a lot.
Really?
Oh yeah. Every day almost.
Is there a lot of disagreement?
No, just by one guy.
Okay. So he's not going to make it too much longer.
He's halfway there anyway.
Right, but eventually he's going to fly around the world, right?
See, his theory is that
It's a hump?
no, like the way you fly.
What?
It's weird. That's a really hard topic to get into.
You can do it in short. Round or flat?
I think the Earth is round.
I agree.
Okay.
I just wanted you to know I agreed with you. And then my last one. We can keep going if you've got any more, but my last one, I already forgot it. Let me look back at it again. I'm very passionate about this one. Birds. Are they real or fake?
Real.
You're a liar. And I'm about to blow your mind with one question. You ready?
Why do they sit on the power lines?
Nope.
They're recharging.
Nope.
What?
Have you ever seen a baby pigeon? Boom.
But I've seen baby birds.
You've never seen a baby pigeon.
We don't have pigeons around here.
Yes, we do.
I've never seen a pigeon.
You're
here.
a liar.
I've never seen a pigeon here.
You're such a liar.
I never. I'm dead serious. I've never seen one.
Are they real or fake?
Real.
Why?
Because.
Why?
Why not?
Have you ever seen a baby, like a bird on a power line? Have you ever seen a baby bird of those on the power line?
You can't see a baby bird on a power line. You can't.
An adolescent bird.
It can't. How can you tell the difference between an adolescent bird and a real bird?
The same way you tell the difference between an adolescent bird and an adult human being and an adolescent
Shut
human
up
being.
And go back.
Sorry. The same way you tell the difference between a young adult and an adult human.
We see that every day, though.
But you see birds literally every day.
Yeah, they come in all different shapes and sizes, just like humans.
And there are humans that aren't real. Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg.
Hey, you can't say that about Elon Musk.
Why?
Because he's got Asperger's. I know you can't see it, but I'm flipping him a bird right now.
That's a fake bird! Fake bird! Fake bird.
Whatever. Oh, dude, speaking of birds, my family calls men's parts
Yeah.
their bird.
Mm-hmm.
I guess that's an Indiana thing.
I've heard it referred to as your bird.
Your bird. So I was talking to a guy from school the other day, and I guess he has a pet bird. I didn't know that.
You thought he was talking about his
He was
wiener?
like, yeah, dude, my bird is just weird, and like my bird is so loud, and I'm like, huh?
You thought he was talking about his wiener?
Yeah, dude. I was like, do you have a pet bird? And he goes, yeah. I was like, oh, I didn't know that. I thought you were talking about your wiener. And he was like, huh? And I was like, you've never heard it as, your bird? And he goes, what language do you guys speak over there? And I was like, I don't know. Apparently not.
Yeah.
Everybody's.
Let us know if you use bird.
Dude. We were on a cruise. It was my whole family, me, Eric, Mom, and Bo. And Bo was really little. And one of our waiters comes over and he's doing origami for Bo.
Mm-hmm.
And he made a bird. And Dad's already pissed. Eric's already in a bad mood. He was in a bad mood all week. His back was hurting. Mom was seasick. I was having the time of my life.
Yeah.
Bo was super young, and this guy folds up an origami bird, and then he starts like making it, flap its wings or whatever, however that works.
Mm-hmm.
And Eric's looking at the menu, trying to see what he wants, and that guy had an accent, and he started looking at Bo, going, "You want to play with my bird? You want to play with my bird?" And Eric looked up, like, what the F? Like, he looked like he was getting ready to punch him.
Yeah.
And I looked at Eric and I was like, it's origami. He's been doing origami for the last 20 minutes. But like I looked up and I was like, holy crap. Like, I don't think you realize how Southern
we are.
Yeah, with
Man,
that.
we should really normalize that. Bird.
Bird.
Bird, bird, bird. Bird is the word.
I think it's about that time.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys suck. Peace.
No, but for real.
No.
If you liked this episode, be sure to watch more if it's your first time, or subscribe and keep watching with what we come out next week.
So Dane just offered the alternative: like and subscribe, or like and subscribe. And I think those are good options. I think you've got a lot of variety with those two decisions. And definitely pick one of them.
Oh, and tell your friends.
Yeah, tell your friends.
And your family.
And like I mentioned earlier before SUS time, make sure you follow us on our socials and shoot us some suggestions for the next few episodes of SUS time. We'll catch you next week on the Straighten Up Podcast.
The Straighten Up Podcast.